Hello, my name is Paul Henry, Security and Forensic Analyst at Lumension. Welcome to our Patch Tuesday update for September 2010. Following Labor Day, IT teams may have been hoping for a lighter patch load for the September Patch Tuesday, but such was not the case. The Microsoft Security Bulletin Summary shows 9 new bulletins that address a total of 13 vulnerabilities. With Adobe, Mozilla, Cisco, and Apple all releasing security patches within the last 7 days, IT security teams are stressed by a tremendously heavy load. Highest on the priority list for September's Patch Tuesday are MS-10-061 and MS-10-062. MS-10-061 addresses a vulnerability in the Prince Spooler service that allowed the Stuxnet worm to spread across internal networks where the Prince Spooler service may not be protected by authentication challenges. MS-10-062 closes a vulnerability in the popular MPEG-4 codec, which can be exploited by enticing users to download a specially crafted media file or by receiving streaming content via a compromised website. Microsoft gives both of these a 1 on their exploitability index, which means consistent exploit code is available or highly likely. Now, one good note. MS-10-065, which addresses a vulnerability in Microsoft's popular IIS service, is rated as important and has the lowest possible score on Microsoft's exploitability ranking. Vulnerabilities in Microsoft IIS are always of a high concern for the IT community. This Patch Tuesday clearly demonstrates the fruit of Microsoft's efforts to make their latest platforms and products more secure, and should encourage organizations to continue to move away from the Windows XP and Windows Server 2003 implementations within their environments. A simple comparison of impacted software in this notification shows clearly how older versions of Windows are essentially less secure. XP and Server 2003, 3 critical and 5 important. Vista and Server 2008, 2 critical and 3 important. Windows 7 and Server 2008 R2, 0 critical and 3 important. These results show that organizations running Windows 7 and Server 2008 R2 are running much more secure environments, and as an added benefit, this Patch Tuesday will practically be a non-event for them. Organizations still running Windows XP and Server 2003 need to take a hard look at the cost and risk factors associated with staying on these outdated platforms. Tangible benefits for Windows 7 and Server 2008 R2 adopters are really apparent this Patch Tuesday. These teams will have more time and resources to focus on protecting their organizations from currently active exploits, deploying new patches from other vendors, and ensuring that virus signatures are up to date to protect against the latest malicious email campaign. In the last 7 days, the following sizable IT security to-do list has materialized. Per Adobe, a critical vulnerability in Adobe Flash Player 10.1.82.76 and earlier versions for Windows, Macintosh, Linux, Solaris, and Adobe Flash Player 10.1.92.10 for Android. They state that active exploits have been reported on the Windows platform. A fix will not be available from Adobe until the week of October 4th. Also from Adobe, a critical vulnerability exists in Adobe Reader 9.3.4 and earlier versions for Windows, Macintosh, and Unix. This would be CVE-2010-2883. This vulnerability is being actively exploited in the wild. A fix will not be available from Adobe until the week of October 4th. I-teams can get help from Microsoft via Microsoft Enhanced Mitigation Experience Toolkit 2.0. A workaround has been provided that blocks this exploit. The Just For You or Here You Have malicious email campaign continues to spread. IT teams need to ensure that updated virus signatures are deployed throughout their organizations to stop this malware. Cisco has released updates for the Cisco Wireless LAN controller that addresses various vulnerabilities. Left unaddressed, these vulnerabilities can facilitate remote access to the controller where configuration information can be changed and access controls effectively bypassed. Mozilla has released Firefox 3.6.9. This addresses multiple vulnerabilities, including the execution of arbitrary code, access to sensitive information, and some cross-site scripting issues. Apple has released Safari 5.0.2 and 4.1.2 to address multiple vulnerabilities in Safari, as well as the underlying WebKit technology. This has been our Patch Tuesday update for September 2010. Thank you for listening.